Okay. Yeah, let's get back to it here. Personally, I can't imagine you can make me any angrier today than you did yesterday, but I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated. Anyone see where I left my cleaver? Oh, I made him angry. Just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your no. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. This island is treacherous. I don't know what the newcomer thinks they're doing here, but it certainly isn't helping any of us. Whoa, Huntress pretends to be all independent, but she is secretly kind of miffed you and her aren't getting along. Oh well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand during breakfast. And just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone else sleep well? I did. Or should I say did not? I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest for familial revenge thing. And last night was no different, so in that case, it was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done, though. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all, while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect, there he is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh, hey, that was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, not like too much fun, that would be weird, but like a good amount of fun. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. See you all soon. Damn, that was a power play. Keep on wanting more. I'm getting good at this game, or sexy, true-to-life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot of fun. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. Or you hear that? Are you addressing me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay. Right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these horrifying killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real at all. Now, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind this pool shit. No, stick it in there. A little more, a little more. Oh yeah, that's it. Yes. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. That's where I had no idea that these two even do whatever it is they are doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so that they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow, look at the super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Come on, a little privacy, please. Wait, is panting Claudette has a crazed look in her eye. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here, and that I could hear you well, you know. You know what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like fun. I think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun. Oops. We have 5 minutes of ourselves every day. We spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from. I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were me and him? Dwight? Ha ha ha. You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. She's still laughing? My life is a nightmare, and yes, I know it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Troy. You're going to need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. It was both a tragedy and a comedy. A Craig Mitty. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far, today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true, centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up sun in a heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tip, like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. There's no tree at all. It's... Hey, babe. Huh. Breakfast was weird. Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Some force kind of checking with the group? I don't like it. Fishy, kind of lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You see my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later on my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island. Where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you want to play your... It is for all the, like, other IPs that they have. I don't know why he'd be there, though. He's not... He's an original. I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing. You gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat, the threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's the psychopath, just like the rest of them. We don't gotta give him anything. We're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking. It's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that that guy's gone, we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by. It's time to lay back. Take some deep, slow breaths and... Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. See who it is this time. Oh, it's Spirit. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that brings a bit of welcome darkness to tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm the only one that seems to know about it, so I won't be bothered there. I don't even know why I'm telling you, really. It's my private spot, but I guess I've got a feeling that you'll appreciate it in a way that I do. Like these other killers, they don't get me. But I'll get them. We'll all get them. I'll get my father, too, and I'll punish them for what he did to my mother and me. Spirit radiates a menacing aura, waving her sword around in the air as she threatens, well, the entire universe. It's scary and, more than a little hot, you get turned on by menacing. Look, all this time on Murderer's Island has gone us both a little confused about things. I'm choosing to lean into it. I suggest you do the same. You've seen her get mad, which is probably enough to scare you into compliance, but you've also seen that there's a more sensitive side hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out? You consider her offer, but before you can decide what you want to do with the Spirit, the Wraith interjects. Honestly, Spirit's great. She's the only one around here that doesn't totally get on my nerves. I guess you've got good taste. But I don't know, we could hang out and I could show you some cool stuff if you want, or forget I said anything. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can like go on one date today and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. So it's good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. Who will it be? Oh, I only have 2 options. So maybe if I pick different stuff, you know, the Huntress would be up here, or maybe the Trickster. I gotta go Spirit. Made the correct decision, but know this, just because you pick me doesn't mean I'm going to slobber all over you like a dog, understand? Well, of course, I still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection is real, but I've been hurt before, literally, with a katana. Katana that I now wield in spectral form, you feel me? Because you will feel me if you try any of that macho trap to grab. Yeah, I feel you. Okay, before you ask Claudia and Dwight to clarify, I'll just let you know that yes, it is too late to change your answer now. You and Spirit arrive at the coast overlooking the black lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. You look Spirit up and down and notice she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. Noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? Black isn't really a color at all. It's the absence of color. It's a void. Yeah, like me. Spirit smiles. Aw, that's sweet. Nature abhors a vacuum. Okay. You're not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, it's true, but the lapping waves of the shore of the coast set a romantic tone. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes blends perfectly with the mist rolling up over the rocky shoreline. She's at one with this place. And so are you. This peace doesn't last too long, however, as the lighthouse lets out an eerie howl like a monster dying. A spiraling black light stretches out across the sky. Spirit has to yell at you just to be heard. Oh yeah, it does that. The latent sound will recede, and the two of you sit there in silence. Spirit lays a towel down and then pats on it gently. Clearly, she wants your company, so you oblige. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. You know exactly what to do. Is this an invitation to get in a little hands-on action? What else could it be? Thanks, I forgot to bring my own when I lost my memory and fell into the ocean. No problem, I figured as much. Spirit turns away while you slather lotion all over your body. You need any help reaching those difficult spots? Oh, here we go. See a hand float around your back. Sure, why not? Spirit's hand on your back is ice cold. She has a soft touch. When she's done, she takes care of herself. You watch the spirit apply sunscreen to herself in the most unique way by floating her own hand around her back to spread it. The fact that your hands just float out around you like that, you can reach things way easier than I can. It's almost like you're some kind of superhero. You're ready to get a kick out of it, but floating severed limbs is exactly the type of superpower you wish for as a kid. I'd much rather be able to read minds. Maybe than I'd be able to understand why some people act the way they do. I mean, I'm trying to get with her, right? I should be complimentary. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but I'm honestly jealous. Maybe you should lighten up. You know what? I've gone just a cure for jealousy. I should cure you in no time at all. Oh, I don't like how she turned all dark there. She exactly what it feels like to be me. She takes out her katana and slices you to pieces. Ha! Well, I died. Okay, let's try this again. Spirit up and down. Okay. Black, your favorite color. It's a void. Nature abhors a vacuum. Oh yeah, it does that. Yeah, it's loud. Here, now we're talking. Where should I start? Your back. Maybe start there in the movies. Whoa, Sailor, slow your roll. She doesn't actually need help reaching behind her. Haven't you noticed that her hands float in the air? I'm good. The lotion is for you. If you need any help reaching those difficult spots, see a hand float around your back. This hand goes around your back, ice cold, okay. Floating her hand. I'm gonna say nothing. You look on and wonder, not exactly what's appropriate to say in this moment. Her staring at Spirit's back. Her head turns around and notices you looking at her. I'm sorry, is something wrong? Just think about what you must have gone through to end up like that. It had to be pretty horrible. It's worse than death. At least death happens eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull all these bits of glass that are stuck into my flesh out right now if I wanted to. Never wanted. Each chart is a reminder of what my father did to me, and what the world did to him. That's why I refuse to play the universe's game. I hate the idea that I'll be forced to succumb to pressure the way he did in the end. The way that fear and anger filled him up and then came bursting out. The way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all. It's hard not to think about revenge. The dragon inside me is doing to me what the world did to him. I would have to fight it. Even though it gives me strength, I must maintain control. You're stronger than he ever was, I'm sure of it. I appreciate that, Troy. Man, I'm such a nice guy. I suppose a little help isn't a bad thing in life and love. This world is a lot to endure alone. Maybe I could use a little assistance reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion. You know, having your body contorted into these vengeful poses, it really doesn't number up my joints. It rubs the lotion on the skin. I forgot an apostrophe there. Oh wait, no you didn't. Never mind. Oh. Okay, here we go. Well, I missed one, but not bad. Ooh, not bad. Yeah, I suppose the lotion made it to where it was supposed to be going eventually. Ugh. Yeah, that was pretty rough. You weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. If there is a next time, I'm sure you'll do even better. Look up at the lighthouse. Its ominous dark form hovering above this moment between the spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is, in this case it does you a solid by blurting out another ominous moan and burst of black light that rescues you from this awkward silence. Oh, there's a ghost ship. From seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows, itself a thing of death, a spirit of a ship that once sailed these seas centuries ago. A tattered black flag whips in the ocean air above the ship as it careens towards the shore. Before crashing on the rocks, it must have been drawn in by the lighthouse. You hear the distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks up and sinks into the water. Oh right, it does that sometimes too. Should we do something? Nah, the sharks will take care of it. Within a minute, the ocean is quiet again except for the waves. Note to self, hungry sharks. But these time-traveling pirates, or whoever they are, you're half sure you saw one of those skull and crossbones flags, aren't the only ones drawn here today. It's Wraith. He has emerged from the palm trees behind you. Okay. I didn't come here to break up your date or something. I came here for that. Wraith points to the lighthouse. It is indifferent to his attention. I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining a strange light on me. I can't avoid it. Through woods and walls, nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me. That's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me. Those dead pirates or that mermaid I saw washed up on the shore that one time. Huh. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful in person as they are in movies. More a sea witch than an underwater princess, if you get my drift. It's all part of a vast conspiracy, an epic river of lies that runs beneath the island. Or something. I'm pretty sure I figured it out. The basics, anyhow. If you come with me, you can get cut. Spirit waves her katana, nearly trimming a couple of buttons off Ray's tropical top. He takes the hint and backs away a few steps slowly. For the quiet guy, he never really shuts up. Okay, be that way. You'll see. Hello, and alas, tension broken. Deathly moans quiet, and Wraith vanishes back to wherever he hangs out. He scoots closer to Spirit, breathing in damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. It's not quite clear how that whole fog thing works, but you don't even care. You're feeling this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe, and you get a peek at the bathing suit beneath. For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone else thinks, she put a lot of work into getting into that suit. Got straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. And Claudia and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt whatever you were doing. It doesn't even seem like they were worried they'd bump into much. We're here to make a very dramatic announcement. Well, technically, we're here to invite you to join us back at the beach, where we'll be making a very dramatic announcement. It's hard being the producers and the hosts. Aren't survivors supposed to work in groups of 4? Yeah, aren't they? When you arrive at the beach, you realize you were set up. Despite promising an announcement, Dwight and Claudia simply stand quietly. This isn't at all what was promised. Wait a minute, there's no announcement here. But there is a me. You got mud in your ears, friend? I told you to get lost. Don't you see? Lost is what I am. So are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair, literally and figuratively. Yeah, I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead. You got a secret lair? Damn it. Say anything about a secret lair. I said I've got sap in my secret hair. There's a flap on my secret chair. Don't change the subject. Don't ask me what he's talking about. You're trying to make a mess of the first nice day I've had in I don't know how long, because it's not even clear what year it is, but in a while. It's not about to be ditched for the likes of you. It's not me messing things up. Like I keep trying to tell you, it's this dang island. I've come to accept a difficult truth, what's happening here. Well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision, it's simply the way it will be. There's no use fighting it. What would you even know about fighting? All you know is hiding in your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while ringing your little bell. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight back against. I was born a fighter. A dragon lives inside me. I can't not fight, even when all I might want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor. If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it? Oops. Oh, you hide. I've seen you hide. You do your little phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking. We all know that cloaking is a type of hiding. Oops. You cloak, I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk out in the open. You just can't see me. You have no idea what they're talking about, but this sure sounds like some video game community forum thread. Minutia, if there ever was such a thing. Not that you'd know about that either. Sure doesn't seem like Dwight and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's on you. I think I was brought here to make this choice, so I'm going to do that now. And I choose... Here's how I do it. Neither of these two seems easy to love. I mean, damn, Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her, but she has a certain charm to her, Blue. Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, the hell is fate, really. And don't take this the wrong way, Wraith, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day, no wonder you're so skinny. All that second guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories. No offense taken. Yeah, okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess. Sometimes. Right, so I'm going to stick with Spirit. Spirit breathes a sigh of relief. She's probably going to kill me again. I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you and Wraith too. Spirit walks you around a corner to show you something that she discovered in space and knew was meant to be connected with her journey. A cherry tree. I actually like cherry trees. I'd like to plant a cherry tree in my yard. It is just a small sapling, but has begun to sprout flowers. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here, in this place. It also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit, so you just accept it. As Spirit steps up to the tree, a cold breeze pulls some petals off, and they come cascading through the air toward the both of you. Do you know the meaning of the cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic. Of course, like all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do they mean to you? For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being at a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical. They're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away, and for this reason, they are also a symbol of the fleeting nature of life and our fragile mortality. In a way, it's the specter of looming death that calls attention to this special moment, to see and appreciate life. How does that duality make you feel, Troy? I'm going to say empowered. Knowledge that life and death are a cycle has always given me peace. Accepting the fleeting nature of life, like the beauty of a flower in bloom, allows me to appreciate the moment without being too hung up on what comes next. As he explained, Spirit's face began to look sad to you. You're not sure why. It's not the happiest topic, life and death, but why should that matter? And then it dawns you, Spirit has been trapped in this ghastly state of death with no hope to cycle back, no rebirth. Her moment of blossoming life gone. That scary time of death and decay that comes after the good part, that's Spirit's eternity. I feel like an idiot. I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't even thinking about it. You just answered from the heart. I can't let that bother me. Our priorities are not the same. I have my mission. Once the fallen cherry blossoms represented the souls of samurais and warriors. Those are noble characters. Those who did not fear death. Those who were killed by the greatest sacrifice to honor their emperor. Their lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite my samurai spirit that lives on in me and my noble bloodline, my life has ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. This cherry tree is not real. Though its petals fall, they soon replenish. It's as if they were installed here by someone. You watch the spirit chooses her words very carefully, by something with no respect for the balance of life and death. I'm sorry to interrupt. You know we don't believe you, right? Yep. But this time we've got a really good reason. It has nothing to do with being manipulated by an unseen force, because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that, but okay. We're just here to tell you that it's time for dinner, silly. Get it while it's hot. I guess it's time to go, or whatever. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I enjoyed it. Me too. Oh, did I just fucked it all up, didn't I? What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you're really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing, it's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Traister. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all and scream at the same time again, so just believe me, they're all here, and they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm surprised to see you that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you've just met them yesterday. However, since Hunter seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, she throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, letting them have this moment in the spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. Was that cold, the Huntress? I didn't think I really did anything against her. Since it seems like I'm going to be alone forever, I'm focusing on myself. I have hobbies of my own, you know, besides stealing, kidnapping, and killing. Cooking is my passion. Tonight we'll be feasting on a succulent squirrel appetizer with roasted elk as the main, served with a side of mushrooms. I mean, I like that with the exception of the mushrooms. I'd rock it. These mushrooms are probably poisonous. And elk, huh? More revenge for the elk that killed her mother. But a nickel forever revenge-obsessed killer on this island. I have a number of nickels, certainly more than a few. I personally hunted, killed, skinned, and prepped our meal. I even picked the mushrooms myself. Oh, they're definitely poisonous. And cheesecake for dessert. What, not Russian enough? I'm not so one-dimensional, you know. Served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? An interesting day, that's for sure, but how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little, and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. Not really a day, more like... Oh, jeez. Avoiding everyone else and choosing to be alone, but doing it in a real... Oh. Exactly right. Couldn't have not said him. Oh. Anything I value better myself. Spirit is certainly happy with the way you portrayed your date. No surprise she doesn't like people getting into her business. I never really thought about it. I don't know. Go ahead and Claudette, bring dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they are all very tired. Oh, wait. No, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica. Oh, not a charming parody dating sim. Oh, yeah, they were just talking about the thing there, I think. Bony appetite. What you mean, bone? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it. Even the vegetables. Also to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up their table. They linger around as they pick up your plate. Take your napkin and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Nothing. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. In fact, here, for us, just for doing our jobs? Thank you kindly. Everyone, would you please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit? We greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly, or you can go unwilling. You have no choice. Touch food. Do you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good, something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes, because of childhood trauma. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. They said this game would be like an hour, but it's well over an hour. You take a seat on the comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here. So nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh, cool. And now everyone is looking at you. So you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or could we play charades, probably? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points a spine and a skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its ways. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and it doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us all up. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here. Wraith, Troy was about to make an important decision about telling a story. Let's tell a story. Why not? I would not tell a story in real life. I don't even know what I would do with these people. I hope it's a mystery. Okay, we got Trickster. Okay, so what type of story do you want to tell? And let's go adventure. Alright, you like your Dwayne The Rock Johnson movies? How about some adventure? Now we're talking. It's not my favorite, but I respect your choice and nod politely. Don't have to say that, Wraith, just nod politely. I really like to go fishing. Solid hobby. Great foundation for a story, for sure. What I picked... If I went with romance, I probably would have did better with Spirit there, to be honest, because she told a romantic story last time. You pause. Everyone was waiting with bated breath. No pun intended. Oh, wait, that's it? Not much of a story. Barely even a thought. My pun was better than that story. Sure that's all you have to say? No, I was just kidding. Okay. So what type of story do you want to tell? Yeah, let's go with romance. I love a good romance. The soft general kind of bring your hit without worrying if they were going to really screw them up. What? You told us! In case you were confused, that was like... I'm a ghost. Boo. You just suck. Boo. There once was a newly elected prime minister named... He was single, which was quite strange for a leader of the statute. By the first few months of his tenure, he started to fall for one of his assistants, a girl from the wrong side of the tracks. She was so different from the other girls, brash and adorable, with a hint of vulnerability. After the President of the United States made a move on her during one of his visits, he had her sent away. I'm sorry, did you just steal this from a popular Christmas movie? Is that from a Christmas movie? You watch Christmas movies? Obviously, they're the only thing on TV in December. I have all the streaming subscriptions, but I still really love flipping channels. I don't know what happens to a prime minister. Do they end up together and start a family? This doesn't end in revenge, I'm leaving. When do people get tortured in a warehouse? It's not that kind of movie. That didn't go well. Never played your as a masterpiece. Huh, I don't know that movie. I don't know what it'd be. Okay, that was not a very good story. I didn't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but can't just end there. So what else would you like to hear for a story tonight? Look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Let's hear a Huntress story. Huntress, you seem raring to go. Let's hear from you. Here, I'm actually going to grab a beer before this one starts. I'm kind of surprised this game's still going on. I thought it was going to be really short.